Hey everybody, before we get started, I just want to ask you to do a couple things. First, go to our Facebook page, like and share the Facebook page. After you do that, head on over to Twitter. Our Twitter handle is
At Comes Natural Pod.
Everyone calm down a little bit. And then you want to go to iTunes.
How about you calm up?
Oh, what? That's not a thing. Then head on over to iTunes, subscribe to the podcast, rate the podcast, and review the podcast. And now we'll get started for real.
Comes naturally, we are.
Joe.
Mike.
I am Cody. Welcome to this week's show. We're going to start off with Mike's Wrestling Minutes.
Yep.
Michael, what do you have for us today?
Lots of wrestling stuff.
Yeah, that's why it's called Mike's Wrestling Minute.
Yeah, I didn't really watch any wrestling this week, actually.
What?
I've been busy.
Were you in comas?
No,
Was your foot stuck in a trap?
no.
Work trap.
Was your internet not working?
No, it was
Working at home.
working fine.
That's some bullshit.
The only thing that I can think of that's slightly newsworthy is not old wrestler, recently departed the WWE, gentleman by the name of Ryback, big giant jacked up freak, is apparently signing with, rumor has it, Bellator MMA. So Brock Lesnar done started a little trend. Ever since he jumped ship, went to the UFC, we've had Bobby Lashley jump, go to Bellator, fight. We've had CM Punk jump, go to UFC and fight. And now we'll have Ryback jump, go to Bellator, more than likely. Oh, and Batista also had an MMA fight too, which a lot of people forget about.
Mm-hmm.
But he did that on one of the lower level, not even a Bellator. Like he started like real basic, like you're supposed to, I think.
Not jumping in one of the big ones.
But here's the thing: we saw CM Punk did not fare well. Like we talked about on this podcast, got caught with that rear naked choke. So he didn't do well. Brock Lesnar obviously did super well, but Brock Lesnar was also a freak college wrestler and like one of the best ever. Bobby Lashley has done pretty solid, but Bobby Lashley is a little bit weird because he's continued professional wrestling while MMA fighting. So at a lower level, but it still had some success. But again, he was a freak college wrestler. Ryback, I believe, has just been a bodybuilder and a pro wrestler his whole life. I don't even think he has like the amateur wrestling background. And as dude's a freak. He looks like a slightly shorter Brock Lesnar, just built a little bit more top heavy.
It's like someone took Brock Lesnar
Smushed him down.
and Mike and Goldberg and just like made him fuck. 34 years ago, they would have squirted out Ryback.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That's exactly what he looks like. He looks like a fuck baby between Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. We're showing Joe a picture of the Ryback right now.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, big old muscle jacked up jockhead freak. But yeah, I think he's gonna get his ass whooped. I just gonna assume that now. Every wrestler goes to the MMA.
Well, hopefully he at least trains as much as CM Punk did.
But well, also Bellator is gonna be a lower level competition too,
Yeah.
and less eyes on him. And then Ryback's extremely less of a name than CM Punk was.
Yeah, that's true.
CM Punk, funny little, when CM Punk left the WWE, a couple months after he left and got all the legal things cleared up, he went on his buddy's podcast, The Art of Wrestling with Colt Cabana, just to kind of talk about why he left and gave the scoop. And he had horrible, terrible, awful things to say about Ryback. He is not a Ryback fan at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hated that guy. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because. But yeah, that's my wrestling minute. Now we'll get into other shit.
Boom, Wrestling Minute.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I got. We ain't intro.
We don't have intro or outro music yet.
Nope.
Probably never will.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, wrestling. It's your outro music.
I like it.
I won't remember it next week, but boom, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Oh, you haven't heard?
What? What haven't I heard?
Oh, man.
Man, you gotta let me know.
Shit.
What?
Shit.
I'm really out of it, so you guys gotta let me know.
Yeah, hey, you should let them know.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, what?
Hey.
I don't know what.
Let me know.
For
Hey?
real though.
Oh, for real though.
I'd
real
like
though.
in on this.
So big news from this morning.
Yes.
As of today, the 28th. Is that what today is?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, the 28th.
Who cares?
Go fuck yourselves. That's not the news. That's just me saying it. Jon Favreau has officially announced his next project, and it is
Chef 2.
Not a Chef 2.
Chef Harder.
Chef Harder.
It's not Chef 2. Chef Harder. That's later.
Where Robert Downey Jr.'s brother comes back. I know I'm crossing up references, but
That's actually
he
that would
opens
be, that
up-
would be with
that
that
would
would
be
be
the
Chef
third
with a
one.
Vengeance.
He
Yeah.
opens up a food truck inside of an airport.
yeah,
and then
and then the fat
gr-
cop from NYPD Blue gives him a bunch of shit.
Yep.
and then
Was it NYPD Blue?
No.
No,
Hill
it was
Street Blues.
Family Matters.
no, that was the first one.
That was the first one.
That's Carl.
That's a different fat
Yeah,
cop.
Carl was in it in the second one too for a split
for a
second.
second.
No,
I'm
he's talking about the
white
airport
one.
cop.
You're
at
talking about the
airport.
white one. Okay. Yeah, I don't. NYPD Blue. I don't know. Something like that.
Was it NYPD Blue?
Could have been NYPD Blue. Could have
Nope.
been.
I don't know, whatever it was. But Chef 3 with a Vengeance would
Robert
be
Downey Jr.'s brother.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
would come back and be like, I want my truck back.
John Leguizamo surprisingly dies in the opening scene. That's
true.
what rages the chef's passion to get back to cooking, and by cooking we mean killing motherfuckers.
Yep.
with his cooking. So Jon Favreau's next project, I would say right off the heels of his majorly successful Jungle Book, is a remake of The Lion King.
Yes,
First reports came out saying it was a live-action remake, and I was like, well, that's going to be difficult.
because there's no people
Because
in
there's
the
no
Lion
human
King.
beings in Lion
But it
King.
would still be awesome.
It would be,
I think
but
so
it's
because
If it's
the animation
CGI,
and CG
if
that
it's
they
all
did.
CG, it's not live action.
yeah.
It's a CG movie.
It's a CG
you have to call
remake.
it animated at that
Yeah.
point.
I mean, well, it is because it's CG.
There's no people.
Yeah.
No people.
But, they could do is they could actually have real animals and then do like the digital mouth things to them to make them talk.
It's still no people.
Well, no, but it would be live though because they're live animals.
There's no. I mean, they use some live animals for like distance shots and stuff.
Yeah.
And
I'm talking like
Still,
full on all live animals and just make their mouths look like they're talking like those dog food commercials.
okay, so let me preface this by saying I did not think Jungle Book was gonna be good when I first heard
Neither
about
did
it. I was like, they can't do Jungle Book live action.
But you saw that first
I
teaser
thought-
trailer and
now I was like, oh, okay.
then I threw my wallet at the
This is
at the
pretty
TV
cool,
screen.
and I really enjoyed the movie. With all that being said, I don't believe they can make a good Lion King remake live action or fully CG animated.
I think they could. I
just
absolutely
don't-
think they could.
I mean, I should have more faith in him since he nailed the Jungle Book, and I liked Lion King better than I liked Jungle Book, so I should be excited about this. But I'm not, I'm
Not a hater,
not a hater.
even though you're a hater.
I'm just cautiously waiting. To
He's
see
not
what it looks
drinking
like.
the haterade. He's sipping the haterade.
He's
Yeah,
sipping their
I'm
haterade,
sipping
and
it.
he's wearing
sipping
like
it
the
with a
hot
pinky out,
hot short
and,
hater
With a pinky
shorts.
out and he's swapping
I'm
around.
swapping the haterade around, and I.
Oh, it's a
get
good year.
Little bit
Wearing
of hate.
your Daisy Duke hot hater pants.
Yeah. Why?
Ugh, why Daisy Dukes? Like,
That was weird.
Because
But no,
full on hater pants are long.
Yeah.
If you're only hating a little, they're
You got
like,
little pants.
They're little pants, so they're Daisy Dukes.
It makes no sense, but cool. No, I don't know. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. I just in my head I can't. I don't know how they're gonna do it. So I'm excited to see what it looks like. More than anything, but I also kind of think that a fully CGI movie is kind of lame. I don't like the ideal behind it. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna animate a movie, just make me another Toy Story movie.
They are.
Yeah,
They
see?
are, yeah.
Cool with that.
Different company, though.
But that's a different
Yeah.
type of CGI, though.
That's what I'm saying though. If it's
that's more of
if
a-
it's gonna be fully animated though,
I think they want to go for the
watch
realistic
anime.
CG.
I don't-
That's what this realistic. Imagine they actually go and. I mean, I know a lot of the stuff in the Jungle Book was actually filmed on a soundstage, and a lot of it was green screen. But imagine if they actually went out and filmed a lot of these
On the
areas
Serengeti.
on the Serengeti. A lot of the stuff would still be brought back to the to a soundstage maybe, but I think it'd be awesome. And they put the CG characters into it. And
Well, let me ask you this: Lion King, true or false? Lion King needs all the songs to still be Lion King.
false.
Okay.
Before I saw Jungle Book, I would say false. After seeing Jungle Book, I say you could probably do it.
Yeah.
I'd say you
Without.
could probably you can do it without. Yeah, false. It doesn't need all the songs.
But with that said, though, I think it would not feel like The Lion King.
We can. It just dawned on me
If you hit-
that
if
you
you
can
hit the
literally
right
just have the
songs.
same voice actors play the same characters.
You could, yeah.
They're all.
Well, except for the kid who played Simba when he was little, because he's not a kid anymore.
Wasn't that Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he still sounds like that.
No, he does not.
He can.
Nah, he's like an adult now and stuff.
Is it just gonna be a shot for shot like remake of it? Like I don't know. There's so
I'd
many
be
weird.
Probably
actually
super
really-
fucking dark.
Because I feel like Jungle Book was old enough where you're like, hey, you could take it a lot of different directions. But like Lion King, like granted, yes, it's been 20 years, right? 96, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 20 years, but it's not the same as like the 50 or whatever that it was since Jungle Book. Like that's a pretty modern, telling of this story. It's gonna be awkward, not awkward, but I'm just really interested. But I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Like,
It's interesting,
but
though,
if anyone's
'cause-
gonna do it, Jon Favreau's a bad motherfucker. So
Yeah.
He's
It's
got
super dark,
skills.
though. Like, it's going to be like, there's a part, at least one part I know, that's going to be pretty dark. The antelope, or not the antelopes, the buffalo stampede.
yeah.
Pretty.
That's more
Simba's-
sad than dark than I would say.
No, it's pretty dark, though.
Got
because
trampled
you
to
say
death in front of
yes,
his
but you
kid.
say dark, and I think of like the
Fight at the end
area-
with Scar.
The
would
fight
be-
at the end with
would be
Scar, but I
dark.
mean like the areas where they go with the hyenas and whatnot. I consider that more of a dark area because
Yeah.
it's more of an evil area. Where what you're talking about is dark and emotionally because
Yeah.
it's super fucking sad to watch his dad get trampled and die.
What do you think the levity part's going to be like? Do you think the hyena's going to be funny? Like, is Whoopi Goldberg going to come back?
That's such
whether
that's the
you
really
bring
weird
back
thing. You could literally have everyone come back and voice the exact same character. Because like,
Darth Vader's not doing anything.
yeah, we didn't have a reference for the Jungle Book, right? Like it's been, that movie came out 100 years ago. It felt like like those people weren't celebrities in our eyes. We couldn't, like the average person couldn't be like, oh, that's so and so. He voiced Baloo. Like you couldn't do that. But like everyone knows who Whoopi Goldberg is. Everyone knows who Cheech Marin is. Everyone knows who James Earl Jones is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like these are very iconic voices for this animation, which we're still gonna need a voice for. So that's gonna be really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
the original Jungle Book came out in 1967.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
Almost 50 years ago.
50 years.
Almost 50 years.
Yeah, 48ish.
29, but yeah.
Yeah, years. This one's gonna be 20 years, and everyone's still alive, and everyone's recognizable for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So weird. I just don't know. It just seems weird. Maybe if they just made a sequel.
Nah, they've made sequels to it.
Yeah, but those straight to DVD.
1994, Lion King.
23 years. What year is this?
2016.
16.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm counting.
Jesus
by when it was made.
Christ.
What?
All right, so what do you think the budget of Lion King was? The animated one.
I have no clue.
40, 50 million.
Very close. It's 45 million.
Okay.
What do you think the box office gross was?
Worldwide?
It's worldwide, yeah.
800 million, something like that.
Higher.
Woo! Spawned a Broadway show too. How much was it?
968.5 million.
Hot diggity damn. Does it have?
Jesus.
That's. I mean, it's been out forever too, and they'll do like the little re-releases. I noticed they've done. But fuck, this one's not gonna be that successful.
I think it can be.
I mean, it would. I mean, that's some shit though, man.
Like when we've talked about on this podcast how cool it'd be to make live action versions of all of our favorite Disney movies and shit, but like this was the one that like didn't even ever pop up in my head because, again, no people. Like what?
So, What do you think the budget of Jungle Book was? The live action
116.
higher?
I was thinking more somewhere like 180, 200.
It's 175 million. What do you think the box office gross was worldwide?
How much?
Any guesses?
No.
Joseph, he likes to guess.
Yeah, I do like to guess. I'm gonna say like 500 million.
Not even close.
Not even close.
965.8 million.
Oh, so it pretty much almost did as
So-
well as the original.
Yeah. Well, no, that's like
no.
that was Lion King original.
Oh,
the
Lion King,
animated. I'll have to look up
Yeah.
the animated Jungle Book right now. All right. So, what do you think the cost to make animated Jungle Book in 1967 was?
$37.
Incorrect. Drastically higher than that.
I would imagine it'd be somewhere around like 10 million,
It's 4 million.
4 million.
What do you think the box office gross?
I was closer with my $37.
I don't think so.
He went over. So I mean, technically, if this is Price is
This
Right
is not
rules,
Price is Right.
you wouldn't win both showcases. You would win yours, but not both because you were not within the 10,000.
How much it grossed?
Box office.
Box office wise, we're probably talking about
Mind you, this was 1967.
right, and I'm thinking like 100 million, somewhere around there.
Mike, any guesses?
No clue.
205.8 million.
Yeah.
Bet most of that was made recently, though.
No, this is box office, not
This is
total gross.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm going by box office. Like this is what sold in theaters. And back then, that's just the United States because back in the
Yeah,
day,
but like
they didn't put
that's
that
been
shit in
out
any other country.
for so long. So with like
that probably has other releases in box
and
office, yeah.
stuff,
But still, I mean, Jesus, like
yeah, that's still a lot of money for a 1960 something movie.
you basically made like $201.8 million on your $4 million investment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Doesn't say how much. I was looking to see if the stage play they listed how much money it would have it made, but I don't think they actually ever disclosed that stuff. No, I mean it doesn't have it listed anywhere. They made 2 sequels,
yeah.
and a spin-off. 2 spin-off. No, 1 spin-off. Yeah. Because there was The Lion King's Timon and Pumbaa was the spin-off. And then they had the 2 sequels. Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, and Lion King 1.5. Wow, I didn't know they were in they had a TV show planned.
You didn't know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Would take place between. It would be a sequel to Lion King and midquel. I don't even know if that was a word. To Lion King 2. A midquel.
Well, they did a Timon and Pumbaa like 1.5.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
If you were paying attention. To
No,
this.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but they were gonna stretch that out to the TV show after the movie came out.
Yeah, it says
That was
that
gonna
was
be
the thing.
TV
Yeah.
show was it largely focused on Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, they actually released it as a TV movie called Lion Guard: Return of the Roar in 2015,
Oh, weird.
and then a series on Disney Junior in 2016. Interesting. Anyway, so Jon Favreau's next project is that he's going right into it. So,
Cool.
Dude,
obviously not burnt out from doing Jungle Book.
No.
this is the Lion King voice cast. All right, Matthew Broderick, adult
Yep.
Simba.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly the same. Jeremy Irons played Scar.
Yep.
James Earl Jones played Mufasa. Whoopi Goldberg, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, and then I'm just going to the names that you know. Nathan Lane, Timon, obviously. Rowan Atkinson's played Zazu. Was that
Zazu.
the dumb? Was
The
that-
Hornbill.
Huh?
The
bird.
Hornbill. He's
Oh,
the
yeah.
he's the bird.
Yeah,
Oh, that was yeah.
I told you earlier.
No, yeah, but that
Jeez.
that never even I never knew that.
You didn't know Mr.
Uh,
Bean was
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
And then Cheech Marin.
It's true.
That's nuts, dude.
And they had a lot of people playing the voice of Simba in that movie.
Yeah. Why is that?
Well, they had Matthew Broderick for speaking voice when he was an adult, Jonathan Taylor Thomas when he was young. They had Jason Weaver provide the singing voice when he was young.
Oh,
And they
that's
had-
why he was okay.
They had 3 different people doing the voice of when he was an adult singing. That's crazy.
Now, what songs would you guys want?
Hakuna Matata has to be in there.
Yeah, definitely has to be in there.
has to be in
Like
there.
that's the bare necessities of Lion King.
Yes.
You need that's if you do one song, you need that song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really the only thing I can think of you have to have in there. But otherwise, the beginning would have to be a Circle of Life would have to play.
Yeah.
right? I mean,
And those are the only 2 that I can think of that would have
I
to
want
be
a
in
real
there.
life looking birth though. I want actual fluids
Oh, that's
and a matted fur cub
Gross.
coming out and then being lifted up and like stuff dripping down. Is that too much?
that's way too much.
All right.
Way too much.
So no.
I'm emphatically saying no on that one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a mistake.
I mean, this is Circle of Life, not, the one that you saw in school that was
Yeah.
essentially a softcore porn.
Oh, why would you even know? No.
First off, that's
Actually,
gross.
it wasn't even softcore. It was pretty hardcore because they went deeper than anything that you would see in a regular porn.
Ugh. That's gross. You're disgusting. You're a whole human being.
I'm not the one that said that they want to see live animal lion birth on movie.
I said
Format.
realistic. I just,
I'm sorry,
I just wanted to come
realistic.
out with a little bit of matted fur on him, not like just fine and be like, oh, this baby was born dry. Just saying.
I'm just saying that they can just be like, oh, birth happened over there somewhere.
They
Time
run him through the
passed.
cleaner.
Exactly. They just stick them through the fucking car wash, lion wash or whatever it is,
Lion wash.
Let's say car wash.
and then they just start, here he is.
Gross. You're disgusting, Joe.
Oh yeah, I'm disgusting.
Yeah.
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 You're horrible.
Anyway, put people in it.
No.
No, don't put people in it.
No.
You
No.
can do totally realistic CGI movie.
But like, I don't know.
Stop
I just
hating
feel like
it.
what's the point of doing, like, what's the point of doing it if you can't add a new like layer to it other than it looks realistic?
How would
now?
humans come into it, though?
I was joking about that. I just don't. I don't think this is. I
Because
hope it works. I think if anyone can do it, it's Jon Favreau, and obviously Disney has a gajillion billion dollars behind it, so it will be successful. I just like in my head,
it's
like,
just
if
right
it's-
in line with what they're doing lately. They've been slowly
Yeah, but at
coming out
least
with
with
more
people-
realistic stuff.
you get performances. You
Yeah,
can
but yeah, so
appreciate
far what he's saying is
performances.
everything
I,
has people
I
in it.
absolutely get what he is saying. I'm just saying you don't need that. Personally, I'm saying I don't need to see.
Yeah, movies are
people-
way better without acting performances. In
Oh,
it.
because they can't have actors, doing voices.
No, you can, but that's exactly what the other
That's
one was.
a-
There's not a new. There's no extra depth to it.
I think the difference, though, is this
No,
is going to
they
look
can do 3D, which adds an extra depth to it.
science. What I was going to say before science was dropped on Mike's face like that, you could not
You
see
just
me
got
'cause I
teabagged
don't-
by science.
Well, that got creepy. Like the kind of teabag where like it just didn't drop on you, it get drug up your face.
Yep.
That's kind of Joe's fantasy, though.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I wish science would teabag me.
No space.
No space.
Space.
Yeah,
Oh,
space.
come here, space, please.
Don't say come. That's bad. No, what I was. Are you doing breathing?
No, it's
Oh.
stupid work, people.
Stupids. What I was gonna say is, I think it'll be cool because it'll be photorealistic animals
Yes.
like the Jungle Book had.
Yes.
But just doing the Lion King stuff.
Yeah.
And I have not seen Pete's Dragon yet.
No.
People apparently liked it a lot. It did really well. And that obviously, even the original was mostly people
Yeah.
with an animated dragon and animated apples, which somehow turned real. Magic.
Magic, yeah.
But, and obviously in that one, they were people. Again, they didn't like switcheroo and just have a real dragon and fucking animated people, which would have been
That'd be dope.
super weird. But they had like a less of a photorealistic dragon because he was obviously air quotes imaginary, even though he wasn't. Like he's real, but like he's brought to life by his imagination. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, this
so
is
that
the Game of Thrones dragon.
yeah, like so that dragon, he looked realish, but also very cartoonish in a way. Like he had the big jaw and like that, you know. But this would be literally like it's gonna be Jungle Book minus Mowgli.
Yeah.
And the wee little people you see in the village when he steals fire at the end, because they're like this big, you never really see them up close.
Yeah.
I don't think they're real people either.
Yeah, they could be CG people.
But like I know they did some mocap for Jungle Book, with certain people. Like Andy Serkis, I know, was on set a couple times, and some other people. And like facial stuff they did with some of the actors that were voicing them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they could do that, but like a lot of this is, it's lions and stuff. So, and hyenas, and a puma.
Oh my.
And whatever Timon was. What's Timon?
Meerkat.
Meerkat, that's right.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what kind of weird little fictional animal
I like
it
how
was.
you
It's not
referred to
fictional.
Pumbaa as a Pumbaa, but
I know it's not a puma. It's
yeah,
like,
but you're like,
Pumbaa,
I
yeah.
don't know. What
Well, he's a
Timon
warthog. I know
was.
that one.
Warthog,
I just
yeah.
couldn't think of what Timon was. I was like, yeah, there's a little,
Meerkats
little
aren't
like
fictional,
cat
just
thing.
saying.
He was fictional. He was animated. I synced it.
Oh, yeah. But meerkats aren't.
Yeah, they
fictional.
invented them after the movie. They're like, well, I guess we can make these.
Disney did it.
Yep.
Disney did it. Yeah.
Like,
Come
this is
on,
real.
nature. Get your shit together.
Right. And lemmings jump off cliffs by themselves.
They actually walk off cliffs.
They actually don't.
No. Plus, they don't like. If you remember the Lemmings game, they look nothing like Lemmings.
Oh yeah, no. That
Like
was,
I remember like playing that game back in the day, which was a really disturbing thing about it. But then like you see a real lemming, you're like, wait, that just looks like a fat rat.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the big nose and the yellow skin? And it makes no sense to me.
Nope.
Back in the day, Mike, there was a video game called Lemmings.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
No, it wasn't.
John
John Favreau will be making that next.
live action Lemmings.
I'm in.
He should just like we have Beauty and the Beast next year, right?
Yeah.
That's live action.
Yeah.
I mean, that lends itself to more live action than say Lion King.
Yeah.
Because there's people in it. Even though maybe not, but some of the have you seen some of the character designs for like Clockworth and all those?
Look
Yeah, it's
crazy.
pretty dope.
They're fucking terrifying looking.
Yeah.
Like the Clockworth's all twisted wood, and I was like, Jesus, Tim Burton working on this or what? Like this shit's fucked up.
It's like a weird Tim Burton slash
Guillermo del Toro
yeah,
feel.
Guillermo del Toro.
Like Pan's Labyrinth style.
That's awesome.
I'm really excited to see what the Beast looks like though,
Dude.
because we've yet to see
Yeah.
him. Like we haven't seen a shadow. We've seen like a silhouette type thing. We've seen Emma Watson as Belle.
Remember the dude who voiced him? That
Ted
little
Danson?
guy? No. Ted Danson.
No, not that dancer.
No. It was like this that little
Ron
dude
Perlman.
who was an actor.
Ron Perlman.
Nah, that was the TV show.
Yeah,
That was the TV show. Yeah, that's right.
with fucking Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor.
Yep.
Yeah, with the Terminator crossover.
Dun, dun,
Terminator.
dun, dun, dun.
Crossover with Hellboy.
Yeah.
That's how she became badass in between the first
Yeah.
and second movie.
So I hung out with Hellboy for a while.
Yeah.
No, hang on, Beast.
The Beast,
who's
yeah.
Hellboy's brother, twin brother,
Well, yeah.
from different mothers.
Could also die and then come back as Hellboy
In Nazi Germany.
in Nazi Germany.
That crazy clock thing that was run by sand.
Yep.
Still gives me the creeps, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one movie too that like, hey, what movie deserves to be wrapped up? Fucking Hellboy. Hellboy needs that third one, but it's not ever gonna happen.
Nope. Fuck Hollywood.
Ron Perlman even gave up on it, and he was
Gung ho.
he was all campaigning and shit trying to get that shit made. He wanted another big old fatty payday, but you know, fair enough.
Yep. People just can't handle it.
Nope.
That's what happens when you bring, like comic books to like the most comic book level you could possibly make, like and make it like the source material comic book, and then people are like, "Well, that's super weird. I'm not gonna go see it." I'm like, "It was dope as fuck though. Like it
Yeah.
was super rad.
It
Like,
was.
the little tooth fairy things, ugh, creepy as shit." All right, so here's a question that I just thought of right now.
False.
Fair enough. Okay. Moving
I
on.
got it right.
No.
Oh.
So if you could pick one Disney movie from back in the day, non-animated, to remake, what would you pick?
Non-animated.
So there's a lot of them if you think about it. They're doing a sequel to Mary Poppins, but that would be something similar.
I have to look at a list of non-animated.
Yeah,
Disney
I mean, I
movies.
can think of some things, but nothing I would want remade.
I would want either. Well, I know they've been on the cusp of making it as the Black Hole remake. With the dude that made Tron 2,
Yeah.
Tron Legacy,
But
but that
I don't
he went
want-
on to make Oblivion, and then that sort of bombed. So they're like, "Oh nope, don't let him do that," because Disney's very skittish about that sort of stuff. Because it sheds a bad light on it, you know. Hence reason, you know, Mel Gibson wasn't in any Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Even though they wanted him for certain things. Even though he'd be a bomb ass old man Logan. Just saying. But I was thinking Flight of the Navigator would be dope too.
Yeah, Flight of the Navigator would be
It'd be pretty
dope.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd really have to look at a list of movies.
Mike's trying.
I googled, and one of the first ones that popped up was Cool Runnings. I was like, Cool Runnings, remake Cool Runnings,
No.
but with no people.
All penguins. Why penguins? I have no idea.
Pretty sure
Other
they
than the fact
probably
that,
have
like,
already
ice.
made that movie.
Yeah, they did. Do you know they're bringing up and they're making a sequel to Surf's Up?
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like it seems like so long ago that movie came out.
Yeah.
I know it's only been a few years, but for animated movies, that's like way too long, right?
Yeah. Plus, it wasn't, or at least to me, it wasn't that big of a movie.
There's parts
It
that were
probably
really funny.
made it probably made its money back to let's make a sequel because
John
it was-
Heater was really funny in it. He played the skinny
Yeah.
chicken. It was all surfery. Oh, did you watch the full length trailer for Moa?
Yeah,
Oh man, that looks good.
right.
Yeah, it looks really good. I want to see
Dude,
it.
little coconut people. That shit
And
made
then
me
they got
laugh.
all, they got all crazy looking.
Yeah, she's like, oh, they're so cute. Oh, yeah.
I am still falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite part though is when he gets hit in the ass with the dart, and he's like, one arm falls, the other arm
Yeah.
falls, and he falls like, really? Right in my butt cheek? Got shot in my butt cheek? I was like, like Saving Private, like or like the Band of Brothers.
Uh-huh. No, that looks really good. I
Yeah.
want to see that.
Animation was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
The water scenes with coming out
dude.
and grabbing her and stuff.
yeah, even that crazy fucking volcanic creature thing that
Yeah.
was like attacking was like, oh, dude. I was like, well, okay, Disney.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Because I kept thinking, I was like, oh, you know, it's Pixar. And then I realized it's not, you know? I'm like, oh, wait, no, that's Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, kids. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It'll be definitely a good movie, especially, The Rock
Yeah.
seems fucking hilarious.
What's
in that
his
movie.
fuck doing the music for it?
Everybody.
Everybody's favorite music guy right now.
Lin-Manuel, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's who, by the way, signed up for the Mary Poppins sequel. Or, Mary Poppins Returns. He's going to be in that. He's the guy who did Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's everywhere. He also did the Cantina song in Force Awakens. He was also in it. I think go to any other Disney news.
There is none.
Nope. Other news though. We're really close to Doctor Strange. We're really close. By the time this comes out, we'll be really close to Luke Cage because that shit comes out on Friday, the same day this episode airs.
If you're listening to this, fucking stop. Go home. Watch Luke
And-
Cage.
and-
Go home.
And unless you're like on a drive or like a jog or something, keep listening.
yeah,
to
you
us.
can
But when
finish
you
until you get home.
you get home or somewhere where you can watch Luke Cage, you can go ahead and pause us
I
and
think
return to us
even
later.
if you're driving home, you have Netflix on your phone. Just watch Luke Cage on your phone while you're driving home. Is that not
it's
good?
not like a
that's
driving
bad.
thing.
No, you can focus.
Like you can
on
play
two things.
Pokemon Go and drive.
Yeah, you can't
I'm
even
pretty
do
sure.
that because I've seen that people can't do that.
No, that dumb people can't do it. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
but
sure you can
Look,
do it.
But
we all know you shouldn't text and drive, but there's no rules against watching Luke Cage and driving.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
all I'm
it's
saying.
worse. I'm pretty sure it's worse.
Unless you might miss
Just
stuff.
just do what I do.
do.
Wait a
Don't-
little bit.
Don't watch it for
Don't-
a year and a half.
No,
No, don't wait
No,
to watch it.
no,
Go. Sorry,
no.
go ahead. What were we gonna say?
Because with Daredevil, I was much better with it.
You were, And Stranger Things.
And Stranger Things, especially Stranger Things, because that show was amazing.
Yep.
So if it catches my attention, it'll be exactly like that. But you just watch a little bit on Monday. You watch a little bit on Tuesday. If you have to skip a day, skip a day.
Nope. Finish it by Tuesday.
If you have to skip a day, skip a day.
If you start on Friday, you
should be done on Friday.
Some people work on the weekends and have other things that they need to do.
It's only 13 hours long.
Oh, only 13 hours long. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Just binge watch the hell out of
Yeah,
it. Just fuck life, fuck food, fuck going to the
Well,
bathroom.
no, you
fuck
can
plan
make
ahead,
food.
obviously.
Yeah. It's called
and that's-
delivery.
You order multiple pizzas the night before, and then you just
Yeah.
eat pizza the next day.
Or you can just enjoy it if you want to enjoy it slowly
Do
over
like
time.
That's the best way to enjoy it.
Slowly over time.
No,
No,
to finish it
all at
right
once.
away. Like, right away. So then we can talk about it and
It's
try
like-
to
it's
avoid
like
spoilers
It's like
for Joe.
eating cotton candy. Like, do you just take a little bit of cotton candy?
Yes.
No, you take the
Yes.
whole
No.
fucking thing, you
wad
mount it
into a-
up,
and
you
bite it like
shove
an
it
apple.
into your mouth.
I'm pretty sure you've been eating cotton candy wrong all your life.
I think you
No, what
haven't
you do is you
experienced
take the cotton
joy.
candy and you spit on it so it shrinks down and you eat it.
I'm pretty sure you've been eating cotton candy
You
wrong
take,
all of your
no,
life.
you take all of it off the paper cone thing, and you just shove it into your mouth until it's all gone. Like, that's the best way. That's what you have to do with
How
Luke
do you
Cage.
not
You
have
have to shove
diabetes
Luke
by
Cage
now?
what you
all
do-
up in your mouth until you're finished or he's finished. One of the two have to
And
finish.
from what I heard, he's got
in your
stamina,
mouth.
so those 13 hours may be difficult for
that
you to
sounds
swallow.
painful.
He's bulletproof. So,
Yeah, but you're not.
Yeah, well, you know,
This could-
I don't have a TV show named
this-
after me.
This could be like what was the
There's
one
a reason
with,
they call him Power Man.
what was the one with Will Smith? The superhero movie with
Hancock.
Will Smith.
Hancock?
Hancock, and he's just all
I don't know why I said Hitch.
Hitchcock.
I was gonna say Hitch
Hitchcock.
Hitch. Oh, Hitch.
because he was in a movie called Hitch.
It wasn't a superhero.
But then I
movie.
realized you were talking about superheroes, and I was like, "Oh, it's not Hitch."
That's why I specified what's
Yeah.
that Will Smith
Pursuit
movie
of Happiness.
where he's a
Well,
superhero.
you
Pursuit of
said
Happiness?
that, and I just jumped to Hitch, and then you said superheroes. I was like,
Concussion.
Oh,
Was
no.
it Concussion?
I don't think he was a superhero.
"No,"
in that
because
one.
he
Tell
was
the truth.
like an African doctor in that, or something, or Ethiopian doctor, or
Or Nigerian.
whatever.
There you
It's
go.
all in the same area.
I guess it is. This
Yeah, I didn't say anything
Area.
bad. I said it's all in the same area.
I said Nigerian very confidently, but I have no idea if that was the case.
we will
or
go
not.
with yes. In that movie where they had the concussions, right?
All the concussions.
All the concussions.
all I'm saying with binge watching stuff is I
Do
like
it.
to watch it.
You don't like to
slowly.
binge watch.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So what you're saying is don't binge watch.
Don't
We're
binge
saying-
What
watch,
Mike and I are saying
but
is
extreme
watch it
binge
over.
watching.
call
but
out
watch
sick
it over the
on Friday.
over the course of a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how long many episodes.
3
there are.
days tops,
And-
and that's if you're busy as fuck, man.
And that's gonna be me because I will not be able to watch it on Friday because I work and then have things to do. And then Saturday I'll watch it in the morning before I go to work.
Squeezing like what 2 episodes real quick.
See, I don't like that.
And then I will watch more when I get back. Like on Sunday, if we go see a movie.
And then you have a long drive, so you're the perfect example of just
Oh well, I will not be
bust
watching
out
it
your
on the
phone,
freeway.
watch it on Netflix.
I do have
The
unlimited
101
data.
is garbage traffic anyway.
Haha,
so
jokes
you
on
only
you.
have
I
to
don't
go.
take the 101.
However you go, I guarantee traffic's
actually
gonna
very true.
suck. So
And,
you could
yeah.
just sit there, watch Netflix on your phone, watch Luke Cage while you're driving.
Yeah, right
home.
on your way home,
Stop off.
you're usually just stuck in traffic anyway on your way home.
Yeah,
trying
like
to
it's
get
gonna
on-
take you a while. Like just watch in your car, watch Luke Cage
No,
until
I would like to enjoy Luke Cage and not
Yeah.
on my phone.
Well, you rewatch it later, obviously.
But then that defeats me in watching it. Rewatch is rewatch.
But you see, according to you guys, you just want to just consume it all
Yeah,
the time.
but I can't consume it while I'm driving because I'm
so
not
what
paying
he
attention
is
to one of the
saying
two.
Would make sense.
No, what he's saying makes
See,
no
I'm
sense because I
saying
want
is
to
that you-
enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Just enjoy it.
No, I want to enjoy watching it
He
all
wants
at
to
one
enjoy
time.
it on a
And I
good
don't-
TV,
I don't
I
want
do,
to
not on my phone, which
don't
is a
want-
nice screen.
but
But
not
not
as
while
nice
you're
as your
driving.
TV.
like watching
as
it
nice as my
before you
TV.
go to
Because
work.
if I could put
don't
my
want
TV
that.
in my pocket, I'd be watching shit.
Because
I'll
I'll be watching in 4K
That's actually pretty
for
dope.
all 13 episodes.
See, I want to watch it in some time that I'm not being rushed. So not before I'm going to work,
not being rushed. You just have to set aside that amount of time.
but I still would feel like I'm being rushed.
No,
Yes.
you're
That's
dumb.
because you're doing it wrong.
No, you're doing it
Nope,
wrong.
you're doing it wrong.
No,
Not
you're
a
doing
binge
it wrong.
watch.
Yeah. Joe does not binge watch stuff.
I don't binge watch shit.
You should.
Yeah, because then we could talk about it on a timely fashion.
Yeah. All I'm saying is by the time we record next week, your ass better be done with Luke Cage so we can do the full season wrap up.
And it won't be because I won't even watch it until Monday.
You have Monday off. You literally could watch it all on Monday. It's 13 hours.
I understand it's 13 hours.
You
I
watch
understand
2
that I have
episodes
Monday
on
off.
Friday. 2 episodes
I work
on
Friday
Saturday.
night.
You tell me you don't have 2 hours of free time on a day that you work 8 hours?
I do have the time
Then
on
watch
a
it.
day like that.
So 2 episodes Friday, 2 episodes Saturday, 2 episodes Sunday, and then the rest of them on Monday.
No.
He's not going to do it.
You're off on Monday.
Yeah. But I'm
That
not
leaves
gonna
you only
watch-
7 hours on
I'm not
on
going to
Monday.
watch
Watch it.
fucking Luke Cage all fucking day.
It's less time than it would take you to work for a day.
I'm not watching Luke Cage all fucking day.
It's not all day. All day is 24 hours. We're asking you to watch 7 hours of Luke Cage
As long
on
as
a
you have the other
Monday.
6 done before Monday.
Yeah.
Nope.
So 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 7.
You can even change it to 5 hours, watch, and then go 2
See,
hours
if
on
it
Tuesday.
doesn't catch my attention, that's not fun to me.
It's gonna
I
catch your
will
attention.
watch it.
What Netflix show hasn't caught your attention yet?
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones actually hasn't really caught my attention. I've watched 6 episodes or so of it.
Because you're not binging it. You gotta binge
See,
it.
I can't do
Cram it
that
into
on
your
a show
system.
that I don't like. Like Jessica Jones is a great show. It's not like Stranger Things caught my attention, and
Joe
I
doesn't
would
like
watch
ladies.
2 or
Oh, is that what
that's
it is?
absolutely
Sexist.
not true at all.
Sexist.
Wow.
No, he
Makes
likes
sense.
ladies, just not in his TV
Oh
shows.
yeah, because
there you go. Now it's starting to
That's-
make sense.
totally makes sense
Yeah,
because
Stranger
you know,
Things, mostly dudes.
Mostly
you know,
dudes.
one of my favorite movies.
Why
of all
are there
time
chicks on
doesn't
my
have-
TV?
Doesn't have a leading actress.
Yeah, but
act-
only
leading
one
actress.
though. Like it's got a bunch of dudes in it, and
You
that
know.
the lesbian
Oh,
lady who shoots guns. The one, the butch one, not Sigourney Weaver, the other one.
Okay.
I can't remember her name right now. She's up front with the crazy little gun. What's her name?
False.
The one that's like that chick from Fast and Furious, but like not. I don't think she's Mexican. In Aliens. He's talking about Sigourney Weaver in Aliens, by the way, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And that's his favorite movie. But we all know Bill Paxton makes Aliens. He's the reason everyone watches that movie. So that's all I'm saying. But what we're saying about Luke Cage is watch it on your own time frame. But just know that your friends may spoil it for you.
Yep.
I'm used to it.
You should be, because we do it a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Mostly Mike.
Mostly Cody.
That does not spoil it. You didn't let me finish.
Yeah.
It's mainly Tosh that spoils it for you. As long as you don't mind learning about it 2 weeks after everybody else, because that's his time frame. Or a few hours, like it was today.
He's getting better.
Yeah,
Ish.
kinda. It is weird that he gets all of his news from Facebook, though. Have you noticed that?
Yes. I
Every
have.
link he sends is Facebook.
Facebook, and I'm just like,
I'm like, bro, like, what's wrong with you? I love Facebook.
Joe gets all his news from Dig.
I do actually, because it's an actual news website.
Sometimes.
I mean, it has other stuff on there, but it's more news oriented. It's not Facebook. God, I hate that service.
You hate Facebook?
Yeah, that's why I'm never on it.
Because it's like a lady. Ha! Brought back the he hates ladies thing. Joe doesn't hate ladies. Mike, on the other hand, thinks they are the worst. And that they all should be pregnant barefoot in the kitchen. That's on the bumper sticker. On his
That
car.
actually sounds like a nightmare. For all women to be pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen.
Yeah, for sure.
What if you drop a glass and it breaks? They should be wearing shoes.
Well, they have to clean it up so you don't
Yeah.
step in it.
So you don't step in it. Wear shoes.
Well, no cares about them.
Wear shoes.
House slippers.
Also, don't be pregnant. Kids are gross.
Very true. They're sticky all the time.
Yeah.
They
Why
smell
do they
bad.
always? Why do they always look like they just finished a fucking popsicle? Makes no sense.
Because they did.
Because they did. You just didn't know it. And you,
You
didn't know that
didn't
you
even
had
see they got
popsicles.
popsicles. You're like, wait,
I
what?
didn't even know I had kids.
You're like,
when did
kid,
that happen?
Kid.
Little do you know, You have 2 furry ones.
You have 2 kids. They've just been hiding as dogs this whole time.
Jenna's hidden your kids as dogs.
It's the only way room that could tolerate them.
Yep. Eventually, you're gonna have to send your dogs to college.
I hope I don't have to pull them down before then.
Oh my god! Rough. Get it?
Yeah. No, it was okay.
Dark pun.
That pun had legs. So Doctor Strange. Anybody want to watch that? Like,
Yeah.
I definitely want to watch that.
Yeah.
I'm
is
still
a-
not like, oh my god,
No one cares
excited
about Mike.
it. But
Because
I'm gonna
Mike's a
watch it.
hater because he thinks there's gonna be dwarfs and singing in it.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Or do you like?
No, he's just not a fan of Benedict Cumberbatch.
No, I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'm pretty sure that after The Hobbit, you said you didn't like him.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold that against him.
He played an angry dragon. He was not fine with that.
There's nothing I find wrong with that.
Yeah, but he was not upset Cumberbatch because of that. He was upset at the singing.
No,
dwarves.
it was just because he was in it.
Said it.
Yeah.
Nah.
The director.
What I think was cool about the Doctor Strange is they really wanted Benedict Cumberbatch in it, and they still interviewed like other people, but they're like, man, we really want him to do it. He just had some other project that he was doing at the time, but they decided to wait.
Stage play.
Yeah, the stage
Not
play.
that.
Yeah. So
Dumb.
they just
So
like,
British
you know
of
what?
them.
We're gonna wait for him to free up, and then we're gonna go do the movie with him. I think that's absolutely awesome because that shows that
Who
they actually care about their characters.
we all probably agree that he's the best choice
Yes.
for this role. Who else could have been where you would have been okay?
If
with
you
it
couldn't
still?
get him,
No.
animate it.
Really?
Yep.
You had to make one.
Nope.
You had to pick one. Who would be his understudy if this was a stage play? Who would you be okay with?
I don't think I'd be okay with anybody.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody. Once I saw him, like, I was like, oh no.
You're like, that's Doctor Strange. Like Benedict
It's like
Cumberbatch
when you
has
when
been-
you saw Patrick Stewart for the first time as Professor Xavier. You're like
You're
obviously
well, you
nobody else
knew.
could do that.
You didn't have to see him as Professor X. He's been Professor X his whole fucking adult life.
Well, yeah, but when
you
you
put him
saw
in that
him,
You
role,
just had to sit down.
You know,
You
between
saw him, like-
him and Ian McKellen as Magneto, you were like, oh, yeah.
yeah, like you're just like, oh,
They finally showed that they have
Nailed it.
powers.
Yeah.
Nailed
These
it.
two in these real life, yeah. Yeah.
nailed it. Yeah, who would you think though? Michael, it's a verse your question. Spot's on you, motherfucker.
Johnny Depp.
Oh,
He was
okay.
actually,
That was one of the ones they were thinking about too.
yeah, but I would not want to see Johnny Depp as Doctor Strange. It'd be too
No,
weird.
he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't have gone over
Visually.
with it.
Visually, though, yes, I agree. He would look very good as Doctor Strange, but I don't know if he could actually do a very good job of acting as Doctor Strange. Though,
I think he could do it.
like the way without being a Johnny Depp type character, he wouldn't. I don't think he'd fit the mold I think they're looking for. That's the sophisticated.
No, I totally agree that Benedict Cumberbatch is the right pick. But I'm just saying, I think the second best pick would have been Johnny Depp, and I think Johnny Depp would have done a good job with it too. Like, I'm assuming Benedict Cumberbatch will do a good job. But yeah, I was just wondering because like that was like the big question when they announced, or ever since what was it, Winter Soldier, right? Where they threw out Strange's name
yeah.
for the first time. You're like,
Oh,
fuck.
it's real.
And then you start thinking about it, and I think like Johnny Depp was the first one that came up in my mind instantly.
people did too,
I was
yeah.
like, "Yo, Johnny Depp," and then Benedict Cumberbatch is the right choice. I'm totally in agreement that he is the right choice. But
It's
my
crazy
first,
that it made him look like a human, like when he's a dragon, because like he's
Yeah.
a real life dragon, but they made
Yeah.
him look human. I was
hey,
like, oh,
hey, let me get this dragon and play this.
they got
lizard
them
guy
kids
real
from
quick.
Sherlock to do it. Like they made them all look humanish and shit, because he's a dragon in real life, right?
So who else
No?
do we need
No.
in the Marvel universe? Like, because the universe is expanding. There's more and more people. Like, what actors would you like to see get a crack at? Even if it's DC, we need big comic book movies. You got any actors where you're just like, why isn't this guy or why isn't this chick in it yet?
I mean, Matt Damon comes to mind. Like, why hasn't he been
cast as something.
cast as somebody? We're getting Nathan Fillion finally, like on camera as somebody,
Yeah,
as Mr. Wonder. I mean, I don't know how much we're gonna get him,
but he's going to be
or Wonder
there.
Man. I mean, not Mr. Wonder, Wonder
Yeah.
Man. So I mean, obviously we've seen reference to him, and we know he's gonna be on camera.
Would you
as
want to
him,
see like a big name actor, like a Tom Cruise, in one of those movies?
Tom Cruise wouldn't bug me if I never saw him in one of those movies. I don't know. I have a weird like.
Would you want Mel Gibson to be in? Like,
Yeah,
one of
he
those
would, yeah,
movies?
for sure.
He would,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just can think. I mean, other than Old Man Logan, I don't know what else I would want him as though.
Well, I mean,
But there's roles like
you can put him in little roles, like
yeah.
he's
I mean,
whatchamacallit, police enforcer in Guardians of the Galaxy. I can't remember their names.
Nova Corps.
Nova yeah.
like
Yeah.
John
That's
C. Reilly.
like Nova
Randomly.
Exactly.
or fucking I'm spaced on his name. The Natural. Yeah, Robert Redford.
The
like,
Natural.
So
The guy
like,
from Sneakers. No, not Pitt. The other one. The old guy. Sneakers where they steal shit.
but like I'm just saying, there's roles like that. Role is like it's an important role for that movie. It's not necessarily this huge comic book character. That's what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't necessarily have to be this important
your
character.
boy in
They're not a
Volume
superhero. They're not
Yeah.
necessarily superheroes.
You had your
they're
boy
just-
in Volume 2 as Pratt's Poppy.
Oh, Russell.
Ego, yeah.
Mhm.
That's super.
That's dope.
I just wonder if we're because we still don't know if
Like
we actually see
we
him.
get Stallone in the next Guardians. Like
Yeah.
how fucking dope is that,
It's
dude?
pretty crazy.
That's amazing.
What would be awesome? Just thought of it. Like they take the Expendables, but they make them some sort of like they put them in the movie. They're like some sort of space Expendables.
They're space expendable.
Space Expendables.
There's a lot of expendable space.
But like with
There is. I think it's
Stallone,
infinite.
But that'd
like
be
how
awesome.
cool would it be for Schwarzenegger to have a small role in one of these parts? You know what
Would
I
it
mean?
be a guy smoking a cigar on a plane?
Yes.
Might as well be.
Yeah.
Not Bruce Willis though. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I would like to see. Well, he's. I mean,
I want to. You know who I want to see?
Timothy Olyphant. I was gonna say
No.
Timothy Olyphant, and not a
No.
Hitman movie.
I don't like him.
You don't like
Uh,
Timothy
You like Tim Olyphant?
I like him.
What?
I also haven't watched his TV show, so I'm just going off the movies.
Justified
I've
was
seen him in,
amazing.
and I don't like any of his movies.
What movies are you like? Hitman and fucking Girl Next Door? Are those two movies you're basing on?
Catch and Release, and
He was in Catch and Release. Fuck, I forgot about that.
And
That movie was awful, though.
The Die Hard one.
I liked him in Die Hard.
I like
I
him in
didn't
Die
like
Hard.
him in Die Hard.
I
Live
did.
Free or Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also did the one with The Rock. Was it the something in the line? Walk? No, it wasn't Walk. the
No,
Line.
that's Neil McDonough.
Or
Neil McDonough.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, that was Neil.
It was your buddy from Street Fighter,
Yeah. Never mind.
the non-dead one who played
Yeah.
the M Bison.
Yeah. Never mind.
I was gonna say Nazi guy, but he's not really. He's not
Not really
a
Nazis.
Nazi. He just looks very Nazi-ish. Well, I mean the first movie did, and the second one he did not because he did not wear the outfit.
True.
But he beat up on Lana Lane
Mm-hmm.
as Chun-Li. Horrible choice for Chun-Li, by the way.
Mm.
Just saying. I would like to see Liam Neeson
Liam Neeson.
Yes.
in the comic movie. That'd be dope. He'd be. We've talked about this before. He could play old man Batman for sure. Like a Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Old Bruce.
Yeah, because he's gnarly right now. Like he looks
can-
rough in certain movies,
they
and then
can
he
old him
doesn't.
Give
up
him
a
like
little
a
bit
like
more.
a his gray 5 o'clock shadow. And
Well, if you make
give
him look like he did in Run All Night,
Mm-hmm.
and then Walk Amongst the Tombstones,
kind of like drunk.
yeah, like he just looks rough. Because then
Yeah.
you have other movies like Nonstop. He looked pretty good.
Uh,
I mean, he was like a recovering alcoholic in a way, like in that movie, but he didn't look all like old and
But they
beat
give
up.
him just the gray hair
Yeah.
all the way through and
and
old
Ace.
them up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't let him get in shape. Just
Yeah.
let him like get dwindled
Well,
down.
no,
a
he
little
can
bit.
still be in
No, like, I mean, like
shape,
this,
but
like,
like
he's, like,
he could
brr,
be.
you know?
Yeah.
shoot him
'Cause
once or twice. it's
even in
fine.
the cartoon, you could tell that like if he wasn't so old, he could like Batman, Bruce Wayne could still.
well, even in
Well,
the
he's a
cartoon, he
sticker.
still whooped a little bit of ass here and there.
Yeah.
So
Right,
His
that's
ticker
what I
would give
mean.
out after a little bit.
Yeah.
Ace would have to save him,
Mhm.
or the
No.
suit. Yeah. Also, what's his balls from the Transformers movies?
Stanley Tucci.
Marky Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg.
No, Mark Wahlberg. We all know I'm not a big fan of his for the most part, unless it's the other guys too. No, what's his name? The one that fucks Fergie. Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel.
I could see him in something too. I like that guy because he's dope in pretty much everything he does.
Not bad.
Except for Fergie. Probably not the best choice he's ever made. She pees herself.
Any
Likes crystal meth.
actresses that you guys would want to see? 'Cause mostly we've talked about male actors.
Meryl Streep.
What'd she be though?
I don't know.
What'd you want to
Glenn
see?
Close was in a fucking.
Glenn Close was in a video game movie and a
Yeah.
comic movie because she's in Warcraft,
Mm-hmm.
which is dope.
I would like to see Meryl Streep.
Helen Mirren.
Would you want some more? I'm thinking like Jennifer Lawrence or.
She was in
Well,
Mystique.
she's in X-Men's.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah. I just haven't really seen an
She
X-Men
had
movie in
her
a while,
her
so
run.
yeah. Or like Kate Beckinsale, or.
She was in the Underworld movies.
But we're talking about Marvel,
Yeah, like
DC
this current run. You know what I
stuff.
mean?
I mean, that's
Well, technically, she has another.
yes,
one coming
that
out.
is a more comic book style, I would say. But it's not a comic book movie. It's more of an action horror.
Well, less horror, really.
No, I'm sorry, horrible.
Ha
But I'm bummed.
I don't like the Underworld movies.
Ladies.
Like-
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
She was in that. She was in Paul.
Yes, she
Remember
was.
that.
Okay,
It's,
I'm glad that we
she
had
was
that
in a lot of
I
discussion.
just like she just like you just made me laugh because like her role in that was hilarious.
like I like Marissa Tomei's pick for Aunt May.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And Aunt May keeps getting younger and younger and younger, which is kind of
Hotter and
crazy.
hotter. I mean, I'm not any gilfs at all, but
You know what I'm saying?
you know,
Hey,
man.
hey,
Hey.
for real though.
For real though, would you have sex with Sally Fields? Because she's Andrew Garfield's Aunt May.
yeah.
And
Burt
El-
Reynolds
and-
would.
Burt
Well,
Reynolds
I
would,
think
yeah.
he did actually.
Eastbound and Down.
I don't know, ladies though.
Like, cause obviously, like the biggest actress right now is Jennifer Lawrence, and
Mhm.
she's had her run in some comic book movies.
But even so, those aren't tied. I mean, yes, they are a comic book license and a comic book movie, but they're still not tied to the current worlds that are being
That's
formed
true.
in DC.
Yeah, it wouldn't
and
make me
Marvel.
mad if she in a
Suddenly
couple
jumped
years
over
was,
to something else. Yeah,
How about she jumps over to DC and plays like a Catwoman
Ooh,
or Poison Ivy?
that'd be dope.
I mean, even like a
I can see her
Batwoman,
being as
or like not so much a Batgirl because she's like at that
yeah.
she needs to be a bit older. Well, I guess
But
Bruce
she
is
would
a
be
bit
probably
older.
a Batgirl.
Yeah,
pretty
she could be
good.
Batgirl.
Yeah,
I'd like to see her in that, but like I would like to see her in leather for sure. I mean, that's just me.
Well,
No, I'm
also
sure it's not.
like she's a good actress though too.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
she
for
is.
sure.
Yeah,
Because
She
like
would- she
Halle
would be-
Berry looked fucking hella good as Catwoman, but
But-
that movie was hot shit.
Until you watched it in motion, and you're like,
Mhm.
Nah, I would like to see her as like something like that
yeah.
because what's her face?
Like
did
a
a good
like
job.
Brie Larson would be cool.
Well, Brie Larson's gonna be, she's Miss Marvel,
Yeah.
or she's Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
So technically, you're getting your wish,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
we're looking for new ones, Mike.
What?
We're looking for bright new faces that don't have to be new. They could be old faces that just haven't been in these yet.
They don't have to be bright either. They can be kind of dark too.
There's some actors though, like Jim Carrey, who like I really want to see do something else, but then you realize like
He hasn't.
he's done 2 comic book movies already. 3 technically if you count The Mask, but
Yeah,
One was really good.
yeah.
yeah. Well, The Mask was really good.
Well,
too,
he's talking about
so-
Kick-Ass too,
Yeah, I know. But that's,
because he was not good in his Batman.
I would like to see.
adventure.
no, that's what.
Well, this
two or
this
three.
just kind of goes for any type of movie. Is I just want to see Eddie Murphy and stuff.
You do want to see Eddie Murphy and stuff.
Yeah.
He's so good when he wants to be, dude. Like
in the right role. I can see him being something.
Speaking
good.
of old actors who should be in stuff more, on Kevin Smith and Greg Grunberg's show Geeking Out, Greg Grunberg, who plays Snaps Wexley in Force Awakens, and plus he plays the commander guy in the new Star Trek movie, he went to visit Bryan Cranston at the studio
he'd be a
for Super Mansion, which is Stupid Buddies Productions.
Mm-hmm.
little fun fact about that. Did you know that studio was started in Winnebago?
Nope.
Yep. And the original Winnebago's in the studio they have now, Super Buddy Studio. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty awesome.
But he said Gumberg asked him what comic book movie he'd like to be in, and he said he'd like to play a villain by the name of Mr. Sinister.
Ooh.
We all know Mr. Sinister. If you don't know, I guess not all of us know. I haven't seen the movie yet, but he's referred to at the end of Age of Apocalypse as being the next villain, the same way they did for Apocalypse at the end of Days of Future Past. Or right, Days of Future Past was the one they did it in?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch it.
Oh, that's
but
right.
That was
That's
the
the one I
one
saw in theaters.
before. Yeah.
And I haven't seen Age of Apocalypse mainly because we all know why.
Yep.
But he was referred to in the sizzle scene at the end. So that would be pretty dope for Cranston to play him. But because he's been offered the role of Lex Luthor 3 times and has turned it down all 3 times. For other one for other projects. He was busy with Breaking Bad, or starting Breaking Bad, and then the other 2 I don't remember what they were. I think one was Smallville, like supposed to be an older version. It was supposed to be like a small role, and then because at one point when what's his face left the show, they were going to bring in a future older version, but that fell through.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I remember reading about what the other one was. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't. Well, originally he was up for. It was Superman Returns. Before
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, yeah.
I would have liked to
an
see
old
him.
grizzled. But he wasn't even old grizzled then, really.
No,
but he still
wasn't
was pretty
grizzled
old.
back
He
then.
wasn't
But
old and grizzled until Breaking Bad.
I would
He's been
like to see.
old though since the middle. Like, you don't know. He's always played
Malcolm
that
Middle,
middle age. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he looked really old after.
Oh yeah, we're talking about
Breaking
like
Bad.
what he looks like now,
Yeah.
which is he looks really old now.
Because he was really good as the bad guy in Total
Breaking
Recall.
Bad though, like when he's, because he didn't look like old.
Yeah, he looked
Not at the
pretty
beginning.
youngish.
Towards the end, he started.
Oh, he was
to.
getting beat up, yeah.
Yeah. I would have liked to have seen him if he would have taken a Lex Luthor role in Batman versus Superman.
Yeah,
That would have been awesome.
would have been cool. I know she's done a comic book movie, but Natalie Portman would be dope. She's a really good actress.
Yeah.
We're also looking at. We're all thinking of superhero movies too. There's a lot. I mean, there's obviously a lot more comic book movies.
Well, they don't. Like I said, they don't even have to be superheroes.
Well, I was gonna say, we're thinking of superhero movies. Like she's been in a superhero movie, but she could be in something else.
Yeah. Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see Emma Stone in a lot of things. My bed. Bump. But she's been in a comic movie already.
Which one?
Emma Stone
Oh yeah.
played. She was opposite Andrew Garfield in 2 movies until she broke her neck.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. You know what? I think Eddie Murphy would be dope as a scarecrow opposite Batfleck. That'd be fun.
All day.
Yeah.
You could have said anything. I'd been like, yep.
Yeah, but like think about
But
that.
yeah, Scarecrow.
He'd be pretty dope as a scarecrow. Cause he's kind of creepy. He can be kind of creepy. Like
See, Joe doesn't think that Eddie Murphy has the chops. Eddie Murphy's
I'm not
is
saying that he doesn't have the chops. Never
he's
said
a
that.
great actor who's
Yeah.
chosen god awful shit for money.
Tower Heist. All 15 minutes of it.
How 15 minutes of his
Maybe
performance in Tower
17
Heist.
if you think about
you
the
count
credits.
the credits pictures that pop up of him.
I finally watched that movie. Not good.
No, it's not good.
Fuck you, Brett Ratner. That's all I'm saying. Go back to
He has
making
that
more
new
shows.
one that's supposed to be good, Mr. Church. I want to see that.
It's one that's like it's going to festivals right now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like limited release. It's got some stuff.
Oh, is it limited release right now too?
Yeah,
I know it was because
It was like a serious one. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be sad and make you cry, which will probably work.
especially for you, soggy pants.
Yeah.
Right.
You too, you sack of shit.
What?
lie.
I don't cry. What?
look at his lie face.
Right?
Look at his
What?
lie face is awful.
What?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. You need to stop confusing me with you.
Cody weeps. He doesn't cry.
Yeah, Mike.
He's a man.
Yeah, no tears come out of my
Men
face.
weep.
Men weep, gently weep.
Yep. What was it you sent me? Was it you that sent me yesterday?
I sent you a lot of stuff.
No, about Mark Miller talking about John Cena for Superior, or was that
Nope.
Matt?
Wasn't me. Must have been Matt.
Might have been
Because
Matt.
that didn't pop up in our.
No, we haven't talked
Conversation.
about that, but I did read that. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, Mike Miller, don't do that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like. He could. I mean, because Superior, if you don't know what that is, that's the next Mark Miller movie that's being made besides Kingsman 2. Direct, because there's no Kingsman 2 in the book series.
Nope.
But Kingsman 1 did so well, they're like, well, fuck it, do a second one. Which I'm okay with, because
It's more.
Yeah.
He's not really dead.
Kingsman was dope. And Elton John's in it, so that's cool. But I saw that and I was like, oh, he's got the physique for it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've only seen him in
The Marine.
2 things.
Yeah.
One, which was Psych, and the other, which was Marine. And the Marine was an awful movie, but I don't think it's his fault. It was also like his first
That
real
was his
role.
first acting.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, other
See,
than
I
wrestling,
love the thought process. I think every good pro wrestler could be a decent actor because of like this kind of stuff. They have to entertain and improv in front of thousands of people almost on a nightly basis.
Right.
So you do like get that performance. Like they're performers. They have that in them. But where you saw like with the Marine, is there just like, let's make a blow 'em up movie and have John Cena beat
with
people
the
up?
awful slow motion
Yeah.
shoot. Ugh, so bad.
So a lot of with like the John Cena bad movies is mainly because they were WWE
movies.
production movies, which all of those have been bad. Like not a one of them has been good yet.
Especially the one. Well, we had this conversation before. Any of the movies that had wrestlers as the starring role.
Yeah.
But then they made movies which were out of the way, like
Last Man Down.
Last Man Down. There was another one they did too on the same time.
It was that Halle Berry one.
Yeah.
Where she
Can't
was the
remember.
call person with Abigail Breslin. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
Not The Call, right?
Not the call. Was it the call? Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to be brought along a little bit slower, I think. But I do think if given the right actors around the right project, I think any decent actor or decent wrestler could do a good job in a movie. That's just a scary big jump for him. You know what I mean?
Well, you're going from like the big stage where, to me, in wrestling you have to be more flamboyant and you have to be more
Over the top.
but like
Not like
you're
over the top,
emotionally like have to be able to display it for fans who are hundreds of rows I say, but tens of rows back. So you have to be more wide and whatnot. Whereas in a film, it's much more
But
tight.
that's your.
So you have to have more of the nuances, the finely tuned details of acting and emotions and whatnot.
But that comes still
with,
from like stage performance to film too has that same concern too.
it does, and that's
So,
why not a lot of like stage performers are necessarily good movie.
Yeah,
actors,
it takes
but,
a different skill set
but
for sure.
but with good actors along the way and
People that'll
just
help
keep
them,
trying.
take their
I mean,
time
look
and
at
understand.
The Rock did the exact same way, but he slowly evolved over time and then started picking more projects that while they were still action movies, but they were better acting movies.
Yeah, the Rock did a really good job of like, yeah, first you had the Scorpion King, which we all knew what the Scorpion King was going to be. It was just,
It's essentially a WWE movie.
and then he did the Rundown, which let him like work on his comedy a little bit. Did
when
a pretty
did
good job.
when was he the Gay Cowboy?
That was Be Cool.
Be Cool, right?
The Get
But
Shorty sequel.
Was that before?
That was
Rundown?
after. Yes.
Was that
No, that was after because it was Scorpion King, The Rundown, Walking Tall,
Walking
and then
Tall.
Be Cool. So yeah, and then Be Cool. It's a secondary role for him,
Mm-hmm.
and
awesome,
and then he's around seasoned actors like a Uma Thurman, John Travolta, Vince Vaughn. A lot of scenes with Vince Vaughn, Harvey Keitel. You know what I mean? Like, so he got to go to school a little bit on that one too, and then well, he got trapped in the Disney deal, which I think kind of hurt his career because he made the Game Plan.
Yeah.
And that unsuspectedly made $250 million domestically. And they're like, holy shit. And Disney was like, 6-picture deal. And I think that fucked him because he made a bunch of kids movies and then like was trying to get out of that. But as soon as
it was like the Return to Witch Mountain.
Yeah.
One. There was Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy, there was there's an animated like an old school looking animated movie
Yeah.
where he was like an astronaut.
Yeah,
just
that wasn't
weird.
Disney though, was it? That
And
was
then
DreamWorks.
No, that was part under his Disney deal.
It wasn't a Disney movie though.
Was it?
Mm-mm.
Maybe.
Because that was the one that was made from it was a foreign movie that they readapted for American
I
audiences.
don't know. But then I know Get Smart counted as one, which Get Smart was another one where he got to take a step back.
And play a different type of thing too.
Yeah. But he's and now like you pretty much have the confidence of whatever he's in, he can be good.
Yeah.
But for John Cena to make that jump to a big budgeted lead, like you're gonna have to fill out the rest of that cast like a motherfucker, dude. Because I don't even think Mark Miller's name carries that much weight yet in the movie world for just general audiences, you know?
Yeah.
No.
Like it should,
But
like it get to the point where it should, because all of his property has made good money.
Yeah, but you don't see 300. Oh, that was a Mark Miller property. You don't see Kick-Ass. That's a Mark Miller
300
property.
wasn't a Mark Miller. That's a Frank Miller.
Oh, Frank Miller. Sorry. Yeah.
No, Wanted was Mark Miller.
Yeah, there we go. Wanted.
And I didn't like
Kick-Ass.
Wanted, but it made good money.
Both
Kick-Ass made
Kick-Asses,
good money.
Kingsman. Because another thing too is Mark Miller really wants Channing Tatum for Huck. And I'm like, he's not big enough to me. Like a John Cena is big enough to play Huck.
Yeah.
And Huck's kind of more. I would see if you wanted John Cena, that would seem more likely for a Huck, because he's like that simple, kind of nice, you know, but built like a brick shit house.
That's because Channing Tatum's played dumb characters before, and that's kind of what Huck is supposed to be.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be that not brilliant type thing, you know. I don't know. It's weird. I saw that and I was like, all right. Like visually, John Cena as Superior.
Who'd you pick if you had to
Like-
cast him right now? Who'd you?
Fuck, I don't even know, man. Like it's tough because he has to play two roles. He has to play the superhero, and he has to play the actor playing the superhero who's older. Because basically the premise, but it didn't finish this. Whole premise of Superior is this kid that's in a wheelchair has a degenerative bone disease, which I can't remember the name of right now. He makes a wish one night that when he wakes up in the middle of the night is being contacted by an astronaut monkey who makes a deal with him that turns him into his favorite superhero, which is Superior, who is from the movies that he likes so much and the comic books that he likes. And so he becomes that superhero and he has to figure out how to use his powers and everything. So the whole premise would be John Cena would play the superhero and the elderly actor who keeps making these movies. So like Mike said, his acting has to be on point because he has to play a big guy who's childlike as an adult and an elderly, scared, aging actor. So it's interesting.
If Tom Hanks could bulk up, boom, perfect.
Well, he'd have to look younger when he's Superior versus when he's older as the actor.
Nah, they just Tron him. Tron to him.
Tron
Tron to him.
to him. That's bad.
Oh, producer's giving us the wrap up sign.
Time to finish up, fellas.
So yeah, unless there's anything else anybody wants to bring up,
No.
I don't got anything else. Well, I do, but I'll skip for now. But that's it for this week of Comes Naturally. We are
Joe.
Mike.
I am Cody, and as usual, you fuckers just came naturally.
Yeah, he did.
Motherfucker.